It's just weird. It's simply weird.
It's simply the weird.
It's simply the weird. Hi, Bear. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Bear. That's all I have to add
That's
to
it.
that.
Thank you for coming to the stream.
Is this the stream where we just say hi to Bear and then leave?
Yes.
Never return?
This is the final stream ever. And as planned for the final stream, we're going to say hello to someone and then leave.
Yes. Definitely talked about this a lot.
Yep. Set it up. Very first stream, we said this was going to happen. As it happened, nobody watched that stream, but I know. So, anyway. Hi. Welcome to Angles. We've done the Devlies. It's time for the Angles.
That's smaller than I thought.
It's very small.
Tiny painting.
When you zoom in on iPad, it's kind of hard to keep track.
Thinking the way around. Is that doggo head being sleepy?
They're still sleeping right now.
Oh. As usual, you just do a complete painting in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard to see outlines on a black dog. Easier to see blobs.
Fair enough. As the good piece of advice for painting is paint the light, not the shape.
I mean, also, we were just complimenting Christy's painting skills that are stellar as per usual.
that is unchanged from last we checked.
Yeah.
Still definitely very good painter.
Yes.
Who'd have fun?
If you could see my face right now.
If you paint it, we Anyway, we've also got other cute angel kittens. I tried to follow up my Crowley cat with a Xerophil cat. No idea if it worked.
It works. It breeds.
We also have this cute little friend down here with the little wings. And we have this biblically accurate cat who has not only multiple eyes, but multiple ears. All the better to hear you with, I guess.
You can say
as you scream in confusion. That, or you scream at it to get the thing out of its mouth.
It's multiple mouths.
Oh, I didn't give it a mouth. Where should I put the mouth?
Anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
I like that.
It looks cute now, but then it opens up its entire torso.
Yeah. It can just sort of like detach the top half from the bottom half and float.
This is a JRPG anime now.
Yeah. This appears somewhere in SMT. Yeah. Well, we're gonna do random angels because Chib randomly chose from the list and happened to randomly choose angels after devils or demons. So
yeah. I mean, you make it sound like that's not what happened, but it is.
It is actually what happened. Legitimately, actually what happened. Hi, miss! It's a cut angle. We cut these angles out of paper. What? Cut an angle for me. Can do. Hi, miss. How you doing? Yes, we have an angel generator, which is, by the looks of it, exactly the same format as the demon one. So a lot of text. Only now with angels. Now with clouds instead of dark clouds. I don't know. Also, the formatting on this website is a bit of a pain. CSS is a pain in and of itself, but here it's just wasting 40% of the screen. What are you, Instagram? Anyway. So yeah, angles. There we go. Ragdoll bisected an angle for you.
Good job.
Not very well, but also I don't exactly have my drafting tools here, and I wouldn't want to use them on a tablet screen anyway because they are blinky.
Yeah, Yeah, I was going to say, just stick a compass into a tablet screen, you can have problems. Apologies for not joining. You had a very busy day and only have spoons for Animal Crossing. No worries. We're here if you want to join, and if you don't, we're here for you to relax and spoon with animals. What?
Enjoy your
Yeah,
Hope one of
food.
spoons
Nice.
has chocolate.
Spoons. Ooh, chocolate spoon.
Chocolate.
Thank you for spooning animals.
Animals.
That's what Sundays are for.
Vaguely murderous.
It's fine. So who wants to draw an angle? Apart from Ragdoll, who's drawn two.
I can draw an angle.
You want to draw an angle? Cool. Would you like a prompt from Ragdoll or me?
Ragdoll.
Ragdoll.
All right.
I'm not a choice, apparently.
Well, I want it to be in order of the we're in chat.
Okay, that makes sense.
We're going to have
Yeah.
Discord determine the rotor because when Chris does it by hand, he sometimes forgets.
I always mess it up. I'm bad with rotors. You can feel free to change your name to something between ChrisArtsy and Cresp, then you'll be further up the list. But
but I like Have You Seen My Daughter?
I mean, you could put C have you seen my daughter?
Yeah.
Or A : or B :
Yeah, see, Miss had exactly the same idea. Yeah.
There's also
all right. So we have, and like Chris said, this is lovely paragraph, so I'm also going to paste it into Discord so you can look over it as well. A rumble in the skies and a warming of the air mark the coming of an angel. Stepping out of the sunlight, a powerful being with piercing blue eyes stands in front of you. They stare at you intently. You feel like you witness the most intense beauty you've ever experienced. Colorful wings like clouds make the angel look far more imposing. Their plump body moves as if floating and is barely clad in a few robes. They carry a single flower. A gentle humming sound can be heard from it. Oh, it's got bees. They look you in the eyes once more. A single tear is visible on their cheek. A halo suddenly flares brightly above their head before disappearing into the light.
It farted. That was the rumble. What is thunder but God farts?
No.
Don't say that.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I was last in a physics type class, but I'm pretty sure it's superheated air.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in the way of God's farts, if that's what you mean.
God damn it.
So it was cloud wings, right?
Colorful wings like clouds.
So yeah, cloudy wings.
Plump body. Give me a single flower.
Plump bees.
Oh, yeah.
May it offer you
Wait,
a
they
flower.
carry a single flower. A gentle humming sound can be heard from the flower?
Yeah, maybe the flower's humming.
The flower is humming.
Doesn't have to be a bee.
No, but you see, maybe the flower is the angel and the big glowing being with wings is just the entourage.
As an image to keep up, you know. I'm gonna have to re-randomize the angel I got because it's basically the same as that one. The only difference is, and it's a shame I'm gonna have to lose this because theoretically Chib would be getting my prompt. But the only difference was that mine had a toned body.
Cool, you want me to draw muscles?
No, it's gone now. We're doing something else.
No more toned muscles. You're not gonna see me draw tits today.
Nope.
Or
Unless
maybe
I get that
you
again.
will. I don't know what the new description is.
It says barely clothed.
I mean, these are angels. It could have multiple sets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the description doesn't really say that it's humanoid looking.
It's a bot.
It's a bot. I mean, yeah, it doesn't say that they're humanoid, but also it doesn't say that they don't have tits, you know?
Yeah. Yes, goodbye, bot.
Bye, bot.
I've reported them.
There are some bots where it's like, this is a good bot, we will leave the bot. Or this is at least a funny bot, and the point is to be funny, so we will leave the bot. But that is not a good or funny bot.
Is there a haiku bot on Twitch? There should be.
There should be. I love haiku bots.
Haiku bot is very good.
That's a point. Hey, it makes a change. Spending a little bit of time getting rid of a bot on Twitch as opposed to Tumblr.
Yeah.
So seem to do that at least 5 times a day nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. There's
snowing on Mount Fuji.
Pup Time is a good bot.
Pup Time, yeah.
And Pup Time now has multiple settings. It also will bring up birds and cats.
Ooh.
Oh.
And it is very good.
Yeah. I've just looked at the angel.
I like the angel.
Hello there, the angel from my nightmare.
They honestly look like so like on the verge of like crying. Like just like, I brought you this flower. It's okay if you don't like it. But you know, I'd really appreciate it.
A single tear is visible on their cheek, so
They are very
yeah, they are crying.
Ibs. Welcome to Angel of Sadness.
Angel of Sadness. Giving you a humming flower.
Hopefully the humming is not a wasp on account of the fact that I'm allergic.
Oh, it's just a humming flower. It's okay. But you don't have to accept it.
How do I put clothes on this?
I picked a flower for you especially.
Oh yeah, it's got a fun kind of illumination sort of vibe.
Yeah, this looks like something that a bored monk would have drawn on the side of their paper, where it's like, I'm getting my hand is tired of writing these letters over and over and over again. I'm gonna just do something else.
I love illumination doodles because they show a level of imagination beyond anything you see nowadays. They're just like anything goes.
Yeah.
I still think one of my favorite ones, just because of how silly they tend to look, are the knights riding snails.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Classic.
Now, it's not my
What's with
favorite
all the hairs?
individual illumination image, but the fact that there are plural knights riding snails is what gets me.
Yeah, it's just, that was a trend. That was the meme of the day.
The meme. We need to bring back that meme, honestly.
Yeah, bring back the... Everyone draw yourself riding a snail. They make great tattoos.
Just don't use gold leaf in your tattoo. That won't work out so well.
When I was doing Hortense last October, Oobs's character, in the illumination style, I wanted to look up a reference of a crossbow. For Hortense has a crossbow, and I wanted to know how to draw that in that style. And the first few references I found were of rabbits holding crossbows.
It's only natural, you know?
Yeah. So
that's where the idea for Redwall came from.
yeah. Redwall's been around for longer than you know. I already have 2 snails. 3 might be too many. You can never have too many snails.
Need
Rabbits
more
are taking the
snails.
narrative back. Yeah, Watership Down would have been very different.
Yeah, if they all had crossbows.
I love this little guy so much.
I know it's supposed to be light, but it kind of feels like they're shouting.
Yeah.
Or like screaming, crying.
Please take my flower.
Oh.
I think that's them.
I got some great hips though.
A plump cloud birdie.
Yeah.
We do need the piercing blue eyes though.
Well, just draw 2 little blue knives in the eyeballs.
These hips don't lie.
Oh, right, the ooh function.
Yes.
I still need to make that better. There's more things you can do.
More things you can do.
Do.
Oh god.
It needs improving.
Improvement.
Thank you, miss. Those hips were the rumble.
Yeah.
Thunder thighs, literally.
There it is. You know, it's like I'm just trying to be a good angel, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the commoners.
Oh, that's been a while. Ah, it's like meeting an old friend. Ah, the clapped meme. How are you? It's been ages. Miss appreciates you.
Thank you, miss.
I mean, they're right and they should say it.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go. Aw.
you should be in that meme. uh, that's really funny to imagine.
Well, okay, noted.
That just really made me giggle. Just because Theo is so grumpy.
I'm trying to be grumpy about the clapping of etc. etc.
Etc. Etc. Yes.
Oh, look, they're glowing.
Aw.
Now they look a little bit like a chicken.
But yeah, I'm just playing. I'm done.
Yeah,
Hey, it's good. I
it's
love them.
good.
Yay, thank you.
That's I'm done. Ads shading.
I'm just playing.
That's my job.
I'm having fun.
New law.
New lore.
This is canonical. Someone clip this.
Yes.
Ooh, flashing like thunder. Thunder clapping cheeks.
It's because sometimes you have to double tap on the iPad, sometimes you don't, and
Yeah.
in the don't variety, it blinks.
Yeah. Cool. This is a friend.
Is
Hey,
it?
good. Which way around should we go? Ragdoll, do you want to draw next?
Sure, I can draw next.
Cool. You have the Jeep prompt. No, hang on. Yes. Even with the straightforward Roja, I'm still bad.
My prompt? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Pay attention. Taps microphone.
Getting the story voice ready?
I mean, listen, it's a whole paragraph, you know?
Speak from the chest.
I'm not good at reading out loud. A beam of light and what sounds like a background choir mark the coming of an angel. After gently gliding down, a serene being with masked eyes stands in front of you. They gaze in your direction, and you freeze in both awe and terror. Curving wings like cotton hang like a mantle around the angel. Their slim body moves as if every move is calculated, and is clad in hanging white cloth. They carry a weapon of bright energy, which would be disconcerting, but you know they mean you no harm. I'd like to note that the second no, as in they mean you no harm, is spelled KNOW.
They mean you harm and they want you to know it.
You look towards their eyes a final time. A stone-cold expression is visible. They speak a few words in a language unknown to you before heading off in a rush.
They got places to be.
Okay, so
Where are we?
we got big eyes, a thin body, and a weapon that uses bright energy. This sounds like it's one of the gray aliens with just a little gun.
Oh yeah, yeah, they got a ray gun.
Also, they have veiled eyes, but they are staring at you.
Yeah, you just
Yes,
know.
masked eyes, but they are.
Wait.
Their stone-cold expression is visible, and they are staring at you. Yes.
When you said masked eyes, all I thought was like those biblically accurate angels, but with just like hundreds of eye patches.
They got
And like
both.
there's one that doesn't have an eye patch.
Just one.
Curving wings like cotton hang like a mantle around the angel. That's
Yeah, that's the point. How would a biblically accurate angel wear sunglasses?
Just lots of them.
New meme format. How would you?
How would a dog wear pants is out? How would an angel, biblically accurate angel wear sunglasses is in?
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses is to alleviate the artists instead of just glasses.
I mean, it's like one big pair of sunglasses that just covers the entire being.
It's
It
a
just keeps going. There are no actual like legs to it. It just goes round and round.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do remember about biblical descriptions of heaven is how bright it is, and people have basically come to the conclusion that if it were that bright, it would be many hundreds of degrees, very hot. So sunglasses would help, I guess. if you're you know, if you think about like a biblically accurate angel in a place full of light, why do you need that many eyes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of light.
Maybe they need the eyes because of how much time they spend down here. So I mean, they don't necessarily. Maybe they don't need all of the eyes when they're in heaven because it's like there's enough light I can see perfectly fine. But you go down to work with the weird apes down there, and like you can't see shit with just your one pair of eyes. So it's like, right, I need more eyes just to see what's going on here.
But then you'd stick out a bit, wouldn't you?
I mean, it was like, there wasn't Tumblr posts that was like, the reason why angels have so many eyes is because they've never actually seen a human. They've only heard from the description, and they've heard that like eye contact is very important to humans. So it's like eye contact, very important. Cool. We're gonna have lots of eyes.
In concentric rings so that we can be in eye contact with everyone simultaneously.
Yes, and then the human is gonna be comforted by our presence.
Yeah. Eye contact. Comfort.
It all makes sense. Yes, this is the best idea.
They have built-in glasses instead of putting on glasses. They just go extra eyeballs. Maybe they're all of a different like focal length, so that like as you go round the concentric ring of eyes, you go from nearsighted to farsighted. So they just spin to whatever eye is necessary for the given application.
Have any of you guys seen how like telescope, like the big telescopes that they shoot into space, how they work?
No.
A little bit.
Okay,
with the fold out mirror panels.
The way your eyeball works, you have a lens, but also there's a bunch of little muscles in there that will either relax or contract to change the size of the width and length of the lens so that you can focus on different things. That's why you've got the it'll also do things like expand the pupil or contract it to let in a certain amount of light so that you can focus on different things. Telescopes are made of metal, however. So what they do instead is they just have a bunch of different lenses and mirrors that just sort of shuffle around and move to different angles so that they can catch the right amount of light that they need from a certain area. And it is the wildest thing to see them move around.
Ooh.
I can't even imagine it. Also, is that a gun?
Yes.
Yes. They carry a weapon of bright energy.
The little ray gun.
Like a little ray gun. Have one eyeball to see shrimp colors, yeah. Gotta have the shrimp eye. I'm now imagining when you were kids and you had those little flip book things, and it's like you make a person, but each of the parts of the person are a different sort of segmented part of the flip book, so you could sort of flip between heads and flip between bodies. And is any of that making sense?
Yes.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
So kind of like imagine a barn door.
Okay.
And it's like you can move the top and the bottom separately. It's like that, but pages in a book, and you can sort of move the top strip and the middle strip and the bottom strip, and you can flip between different sort of body parts to assemble a character or whatever. I'm imagining that with angels, but they have just like this sort of circular eye thing where they just sort of flip through eyes.
Nope.
In a very disconcerting fashion.
I'm not glad I understood now.
They do so through a different dimension, so we can't see it, but we can't see the rotating ring, but we can definitely see the eyes change.
That's like every horror game or every indie horror game. So this is an alien.
It's an angelian.
Angelian. They're
Alien
ancient.
with gun.
Angelian Danglians. Yeah, see, Miss knows what I'm talking about. Oh, I really like that style, that art style. I need to do something in that style.
Put it in.
I mean,
your October
they're strange
generator.
beings
I will do.
from up in the heavens that don't quite understand how humans work.
Okay, how about this? I'll put that in there.
Not of this world.
And whoever's character gets that art style for October gets an actual like flip book. One of the styles that didn't get chosen last year was lino cut, and I was actually going to make it and send it to whoever's character it was. Maybe this year.
They're not interesting.
No, they're not. They're in a rush. They've got places to be.
Yeah. They're ready to turn around and just sprint away.
This is actually quite horror.
I think it's actually really cute.
It's cute salad fingers.
Yeah, you caught them at an awkward moment.
I'm also like trying to work out, is it does it have like a long thin body? Is that a gown? Or are they two really long thin legs?
Oh god.
And it doesn't have a torso, it just wobbles around like on stilts.
With the arms attached to the legs.
Oh no.
I mean, both are possible. But it is hanging white cloth, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
them being very squeaky.
They probably do make Animal Crossing noises.
Or at least that's the closest approximation that your ears can pick up.
I mean, yeah, it's like, what did it say? It speaks a language you cannot understand or something.
Yeah. Speaks in a language unknown to you.
Flipposaurus.
Speaks in Animal Crossing language, looks at you like this, and then just turns around and sprints away with its gun.
Like the infinity eyes idea on concentric circles. Like the circles are 100% eyes, so a soul's one posse. Yeah, look at that. Look, dinosaur flipbook. We can do an exquisite dinosaur, right? Exquisite
Dinosaur
fossil.
lies.
Yeah, exquisite fossil. Let's call it that.
I like the Tyrannooptosaurus.
Yeah, they're cool. They have wings and arms. And fins.
Who's
They got a lot of limbs.
Twitch and YouTube artist that makes creature designs kind of like this.
Yeah.
Where the chat chooses 3 or 2 animals and they have to combine them.
Maybe that's something we should do. We should we should do a thing where all but one of us has to choose like a body part or something of an animal or a creature or whatever, and then simultaneously we enter them into chat without knowing what anyone else has chosen, and whoever's left has to draw a creature with all of those.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That might be a fun idea for a stream. But yeah, look at this. Anglian.
Anglian.
Actually, that's just somebody from England, right? the Anglian. They're from the Angle
This is
land.
what British people looks like.
This is welcome to Britain. We dress. You know, we dressed up nicely when you came round, but this is what we look like most of the time.
Yeah, when you take off your little person suit, run around looking at like this little.
I mean, there is East Anglia. Is there a West Anglia? I don't know.
That does imply that like the language the angel speaks that you don't understand is just English.
Yeah. It's like.
I mean, no offense, miss, but there are some accents over on your side of the pond where I just look at that and go, I understood like maybe half of those words.
I was watching Red Letter Media, their most recent Best of the Worst video, and they watched a film from Britain and they had to put subtitles on because of some of the accents. Very thick northern accent.
Yeah, there was we watched Sense and Sensibility, no, not Pride and Prejudice and Zombies movie of that.
Oh yeah.
And we had subtitles on just for whatever, and it's like, I'm sure glad the subtitles are on because half of these characters I only half understand.
Miss doesn't know what you mean.
I guess POV, you're not natively English.
Yeah. We'll just post this on the internet with that caption and no explanation. Same with Flemish. Oh. No one gets subtitles in Belgium except for West Flemish. A thing. It's a thing all around, turns out. Yeah, it's Angelian.
Angelian.
Angelian. Angeblom. An anglically accurate. Anyway.
Anglically accurate alien?
Yeah, Tib, draw a thing.
Yes.
You must draw this. A beam of light and an aurora-like spectacle mark the coming of an angel. Appearing out of the light, a relatively short being with irisless eyes stands in front of you. Their gaze lingers on you for just a moment. I don't know how you can tell, because the eyes don't have irises. Causing you to feel incredibly happy. Two sweeping wings like cotton, a lot of cotton wings going on here, I've noticed. Two sweeping wings like cotton cast a large shadow on you. Their incredibly muscular body moves almost robotically and is covered with various markings. Good luck. They carry a staff of sorts in one hand, and a gentle humming sound can be heard from it. It's a bee staff. You look at their gentle face once more. You see a gentle smile without emotion. That's not how smiles work. They shoot a burst of energy into the sky like a beacon of sorts before calmly moving onwards.
Okay.
I like how it was described as this being a short,
Yep.
but the wings
Incredibly
apparently
muscular.
make them incredibly massive.
Yeah.
They are incredibly muscular and short.
Yeah, okay.
Look at their
Honestly, the
gentle
muscular
face.
changed my I'm still trying to. Usually that's the easiest part, but I had an image in mind. Muscular.
Incredibly muscular.
Right.
And robotic.
They were gentle. Yes, their gentle face had a gentle smile. They move robotically, and they have markings on them. There's no reference of clothes. Oh, that's not how I expected this to start.
I'm going with my heart. You said irisless eyes.
I guess, yeah. It doesn't say no pupils.
Yeah.
Just no irises.
They're just trying to get in as much light as possible. They've only got 2 eyes, so they just got to work with it.
Exactly.
Angels are genderless. You spend enough time on Earth, I'm sure you'll pick up a preference. Pick up a preference.
I've already forgotten everything you said.
I can read it again. Irisless eyes, you're very happy. You're very...
Gentle smile without emotion.
Yes.
That's okay. Yeah, that works.
Who's this? Caitlin McCaig.
Yeah, that's the person I was thinking of with the creature mashups.
Nice. Are you drawing a Xerophale? Is this Xerophale incredibly muscular? I don't think we see beneath the suit, do we?
No, but also Xerophale just sort of canonically likes to eat human food.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. They can also just regurgitate alcohol at will. I don't think it's going to do anything to the body, you know.
This is going to be very upset.
Have I missed?
What? Who?
It's just regurgitating alcohol. Xerophile is not something I'm familiar with.
There's a scene in Sorry.
Yeah, in Good Omens, Xerophale and Crowley can get drunk, but then they can immediately remove the drunkenness whenever it's like, right, we have work we need to do, time to get undrunk.
And they just fill the bottles back up magically.
Oh.
So far, this is very upsetting.
This is incredibly cursed. I think it has to do with like the different levels of detail.
Yes.
In the correct words, words of Bear. Oh look, tits.
It's like sculpted torso, and then just like a meme head.
Covered in various markings.
Covered in various markings.
There's no mention of clothes, which kind of upsets me.
There's no mention of clothes, but there's no mention of no clothes. Also, it doesn't mention what the markings are.
Yeah.
Markings could be like cutie marks or something.
It's just a giant sensor bar.
Gotta have cake.
The markings are so numerous. They are infinite and infinitesimal. So they just look completely censored.
It's made of sensor bars.
So much just. That's a really funny image of just yes, markings. Markings.
Markings. It's a marking. Why are you thinking of Toad from Mario? Is this Toad? Is this what Toad looks like?
I don't think this is what Toad looks like.
Everybody go see the new Super Mario movie featuring Toad. This is what they look like.
I don't think this is what Toad looks like. I might be wrong, but
I'm pretty sure I have seen fan art of someone going along this vein of the head is still the same, but the body is just weirdly muscular.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I mean, it's not like, if you don't mind. It's not...
No, I do mind, actually.
It's not far off, really.
I mean, the proportions does match. Also, this
toned.
Body be Full Metal Alchemist manga.
It transmuted their head.
I meant the style and proportions.
Well, isn't it like transmutation goes wrong, lose body parts, replace with whatever you got? Like they lost their head and they had to like put a mascot head on.
That was why haven't they made like a spin-off that's a comedy like that? Oh, that would be amazing.
I like that. I like that idea of sort of magical prosthetic world where you can just have a mascot head instead of your previous head.
It's been a while since I've done a power score.
It does beg some questions about what happened to the brain, though. Magic.
It went into the thing. Same as whatever happened to the other brother. I don't actually know anything about. I read the first two issues of Full Metal Alchemist, and that's as far as I got.
Yes.
So
it's fixed.
Yeah. So what happened was they did the one alchemy to try and revive their mother. It went horribly wrong, and part of the process ate Ed's leg and the entirety of Al's body. Ed then did more alchemy to try and get as much of Al back as possible, but only really managed to get his soul, bound his soul to a suit of armor, but that alchemy took his arm.
Right. Well, there you go. That's what it is. Somebody accidentally kills themselves by removing their head in an alchemical process. Someone else comes along and is like, I can get that back, but you just get the soul of the head and you put it in a mascot head. It's great.
Do we have a mascot now?
Is this the mascot of the stream?
This is the official Crispy Parsnip mascot of the Crispy and Friends stream.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna commission you to fully render this so that I can use it as the Sunday hexagon.
Complete with backstory.
Don't.
We have law.
I'm all for getting people to commission me more, but please don't actually commission me to do this.
She reserves the right to turn down a commission on account of curses.
Yeah, so reserve the right to reject anything on the grounds of hate speech, harassment, nudity, and just weird.
Just whatever the fuck this is.
Put a parsnip leaf on there.
Just like...
Oh, I love it now.
This now looks like a very weird Pikmin.
Yeah,
it's not a parsnip.
It's got more of a radish vibe. You know what I mean?
What?
A turnip. The privilege to reject commissions if they think you're a freak. Yeah.
This is like when you have to make hyper-realistic, anatomically correct parsnip. This guy pops.
Now, miss, careful of the tarantulas.
You on Tarantula Island again?
Mrs. Demolishing their island.
But it's so pretty.
They were all holding something, right?
Definitely turned down commissions
Area
on that
staff
camera.
of
Just weird.
sorts.
I did once get a commission request from somebody called Gay Porn Kiwi. I was like, that's not what I'm going to do.
But why not? Names aren't everything, you know.
The Kiwi part's fine. No issue with that. Don't draw Gay Porn Kiwi. I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you. You can draw what you like. Whatever brings you joy. Just,
Don't do it for Chris.
Don't do it, not for me. I'm not. Definitely not paying you for it.
No, but you will pay for it.
Send them to. Okay, yeah, I'll say, oh, I won't draw that, but I know someone who will, and then I'll redirect to Mrs. Email. Print it off on a postcard and send it to me, not in an envelope. Thanks, appreciate it. The problem with that, miss, is that it does work both ways. You do that, we can set off a volley of personalized postcards.
Yeah, don't start that. Like everyone to know that I also have most people's mails.
Yeah.
Post addresses. You know, in this in this chat and just in general, and you know.
We'll be pee pals. What? What, miss?
Postcard.
PC,
Probably.
wouldn't it?
I just like people to know that as a threat. You know.
Yeah.
The only one here who is actually safe is Ragdoll.
I mean, not exactly, because I know Chris has my, well...
I do.
Yeah, you've got at least one address that will get stuff to me.
Yeah,
What should be on the stuff that's buzzing?
A giant
or humming?
bee. I mean, they're a vegetable now, so a bee makes sense.
Yeah.
That or it's just vibrating insistently.
Yeah.
Although I do find this sort of funny.
We're not doing
with how you've drawn his legs, this if this is supposed to be some kind of walking stick, it's way too short.
It was a staff, so staff of sorts.
This is...
Also, the way you've drawn the stance and just conspicuously left a gap.
Listen, I'm figuring it out, okay? We're getting there. I will figure out what to do. Maybe.
That's the bee. Bee. And be on a stick. I want to be visited by the vibrating buff angel. I said I was not going to do the commission from the Gay Porn Kiwi. Thank you very much.
What is this?
This is the angel of my nightmare.
I still don't know what to do in this area.
I mean, if you just leave it, you can just make it someone else's problem.
Yeah,
like, whatever you imagine is there, it's your problem now.
You could leave it, or you could leaf it, as is the classic.
Just
yeah.
there.
Perfect. I mean, given the anatomy so far, there may very well be growing there. So
Who knows?
I mean, or you could put a couple little like wind swirls to imply that this is just a very convenient sensor that happens right now.
I also like how Ragdoll said you could just leave it and that's someone else's problem, as though we're doing a body part challenge and one of the body parts is groin. Like,
that's not this kind of stream.
yeah. Don't think that's in the hat.
Yeah, no, I
What
meant
is-
more like if you just leave it blank, that leaves it to anyone else to just sort of wonder and fill in what might be there, and that's their problem now.
Oh, I forgot about the wings. Forgot about the large sweeping wings.
Large cloudy wings, something like that.
Cotton wings. I'm
Cotton
just gonna
wings. I mean, they say cotton. They don't mean cotton wool.
Just a giant Q-tip.
It could be that. I was thinking more like just like fabric, cotton fabric.
I'm gonna get the same wings as the bee, which is just large round shape.
Also, don't forget that the body is covered in symbols.
Oh, right. Symbols.
Various markings.
Right.
Is the leaf a marking?
Who knows? I leave that up to you. Mark. What about a bee?
Maybe they have stripes, like the bee.
Yeah, but also just a bee.
Just a bee. Yeah, the markings are just a little trail
of everywhere the bee is gone.
And it's always moving, just to make the animator's life hell.
I like the idea we're still in, Project VM mode where we've got to worry about who's making this in real life.
Yeah. It's important, okay? Second bee. It's right here.
I mean, I have read a couple of books with characters that had tattoos that moved around. And it is an interesting idea, but
to be fair,
this particular iteration would be very annoying.
Given what I know about texturing 3D models, actually having a moving tattoo would be quite easy. Because you'd just be sort of moving a UV map around. It would distort weirdly unless you did it very specifically, but not impossible.
I mean, this is a weird angel. It's already weirdly distorted.
Yeah. And this makes them feel more naked. It kind of makes them feel like they're ready to be, like, cut up.
Listen, everything about this is slightly upsetting, so I'll take it.
Only slightly.
This is my angel?
This is your angel. This is your guardian angel. They watch over you.
No. No, they don't.
Yes, they do, with those big irisless eyes.
They do watch you.
Yeah, this is horrid. Someone else draw.
Hello, horrid. Cool. Chris gave me a prompt.
Yes.
Make me draw a horrid thing. I just realized Christy's actually drawn gay Kiwi porn. Terms of service. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
New thing. A crackling of lightning and complete calming silence mark the coming of an angel. As if conjured from thin air, a brilliant being with pupil-less eyes stands in front of you.
Oh.
They look at you, causing you to calm down completely. Two slim, cotton-like wings reach for the sky. Their toned body moves almost robotic and is clad in golden armor.
Oh, great.
A ribbon of bright energy, which should be worrying, but their presence prevents you from feeling unsettled. You look towards their eyes. A final time, you see their indifference. They turn their gaze towards an unknown distance, before calmly moving forward. You do love their cotton wings and pupilless eyes.
Well, previously it was irisless. This is pupilless, so they have irises, but no pupils.
No, that's worse.
Which seems weird.
That's honestly worse.
It does. But also, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of anime eye styles that do that.
Yeah, typically when I draw like the outliers and stuff, they just have big irises and don't have pupils. So. Yeah,
but that's still different. Like imagining a pupilless person is very upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Also, what's with all these angels moving robotically? Do they just not know how to walk?
I mean,
this one's in armor. It's getting used to it still.
Right.
That's in armor. I was going to do the bucket head thing, but I guess we've got to see the eyes.
I mean, they are angels, so they're probably still trying to figure out all of this incarnation bits.
They are angels, so they can have the bucket head, but with just eyes going around it.
Yeah, the eyes could be on the bucket.
Which begs the question. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It sort of begs the question. It's not really armor at that point, is it?
It is if you say it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a bucket. If you ask me to draw armor, I'm going to draw a bucket, apparently.
Hey, if it works, it works, you know?
I mean, we've already made a bucket head a semi-important character, so in the past.
They carry a weapon of bright energy.
Lightsaber.
I was just going to go with torch.
Also possible.
Laser pen. Laser pen.
Now I don't know the English word for it.
Squeezy cat.
Yeah, a squeeze cat. That's what you keep calling it, and now it's in my brain as an actual thing English people say, which is not true.
It's squeezy cat. English people do say it. I'm English, and I say it.
I like the implication there. It's like people don't say that, so Chris, guess what? You're not a person anymore.
Yep. I'm a parsnip.
Sure.
Is there an English word for that?
Nope.
Is it just a torch?
It's just a dynamo torch, yeah.
Dynamite.
Of course, the other layer of confusion comes from in the US we don't usually say torch. We say flashlight unless you're talking about a stick with a fire on the end of it, in which case it is a torch.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's one of these things that's just because it's different in American English and British English, that makes it more confusing, and also it's still weird because it's one of these things where it's like our word makes sense.
Squeezy cat.
I mean, squeezy cat doesn't, but like the normal one does.
Pocket light?
Yes. Sock lump. It's a pocket light. You put it in your pocket. You take it out of your pocket.
Honestly, of the options between torch, flashlight, and pocket light is the one that makes sense. Like, I mean, torch is already being used. Flashlight implies like a strobe. The pocket light fits in your pocket, generally speaking.
I mean, even more literally translated, it's a pocket lamp, which makes even more sense.
Even more sense.
I mean, in English we have what's called a pen light, but you don't usually use that for looking at, like... You wouldn't use that to try and get around in the woods. You would more use that to, like, look down a drain pipe.
Oh, right, those. In Danish, it's a pocket lantern.
Ooh, fancy.
And the Squeezy Cats is specifically, it's a specific type of pocket light. Because it makes a funny noise.
Like a squeezed cat.
Yes. And also
Oh,
there's
I've-
animal versions of
I've never really assumed they had a name. They're just little torches.
I mean,
Yeah, they're called pen lights because they're shaped like pens and they're lights.
yeah, that makes sense. But yeah. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. That's
a
a
different thing.
lamp that looks like a pen.
That's a squeezy snake.
No, because you don't squeeze it, Chris.
Oh right,
Can't
yeah.
be a squeezy cat.
It's a clicky snake.
It's a clicky snake.
Hi, miss. Hello.
I like squeezy cats,
Where's the cat?
especially when they come in little animal versions of them.
I was thinking that, miss. I was like, there's got to be some sort of angelic cat. You can have this many laser pointers. Gotta have the angelic. Oh, squeezy pig. Look at those nostrils.
That's why I like squeezy cats.
I hope it says
that is so bizarre looking.
It's a knife god. Only it's a pig. But you have other animal versions of it. You have loads of them. I just think they're neat.
Oh my god.
Big wings.
Google search has given me presents.
Look at you actually drawing wings.
Yeah, when the rest of us just sort of put weird cloud-shaped squiggles.
Well, what was the prompt? Two slim cotton-like wings reaching for the sky. Reach for the star. Climb every mountain high.
Well, they're certainly reaching.
This cat shape is best
Oh.
cat shape.
That's a chunky boy.
Yeah, that popped up when I searched.
I don't know if I should find that cute or upsetting.
That's a little potato.
Potato.
Yes. Definitely. Oh my god, I shouldn't have searched
Follow
this.
that
There's
rainbow
so
and your
many cute
dreams will
cats.
all come true.
Thank you, miss.
There's so many cat squeezy toys.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So you can
ooh.
squeeze the toy instead of squeezing your cat.
Yeah.
I would have no inclination to squeeze my cat. I would not live to see the following day.
Yeah, not all cats like the squeezies.
Do any?
I googled cat plushes for reference just to see what would pop up, and these really made me giggle.
Long cat!
Long cat!
They long!
Can can play the bongos.
They can play the bongos, the one above plays the bass drum.
Yes, did you make those eyes pop out of the bucket
Oh,
a
yeah.
bit?
Their eyes.
Let me zoom. Enhance.
Apparently, the
I go.
tallest one is 130 centimeters,
That's pretty tall.
which is approximately like 30 centimeters shorter than I am.
Well, they got a little way to go then.
Yeah.
Then they'll be perfect.
Yes. But
It's
yeah.
I mean,
like,
at that point, you've more or less got yourself a body pillow.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like ergonomic and stuff.
So yeah, for
Ergonomic cat.
130 centimeter one is 50 euros.
Oh.
On Amazon.
Well, fuck that then.
Yeah. And the shortest one is 50 centimeters, which is still pretty large.
How much would it cost to send one of those?
I mean, it depends.
I mean, if it's not like vacuum sealed. If one was to sew one.
I mean, if you were I mean, it usually goes by weight if you send something. So.
Also, good news, the Royal Mail's taking international deliveries again. Yay.
Yeah, I saw the message, and then a few days later, I got post from there because Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, that's good at least. Yeah, so in the US, our government mail carrier system has a thing where they've got what are called flat rate boxes, where it's you pay the same regardless of what the weight is in the box. It's essentially just the dimensions that we're worried about.
Mm.
But someone did the math, and with the dimensions of the box, the only way to exceed the weight limit for the flat rate boxes is if you like shoved a neuron star in there.
Nice.
And not too many people mailing those.
I mean, generally, I'm trying to move away from being that pedantic guy. But on this occasion, I will pick up that probably in reference to a neutron star rather than a neuron star. But the only reason I'm picking that up is because I'm now imagining a star that's just a giant brain.
Oh.
And that feels like it fits in with this weird angel universe we have.
Yeah, that would work.
Big old
these are all
star.
part of the same universe?
Yep.
Yeah, not an astrophysicist. My brain just filled in the closest N word it could find. That happens sometimes.
No, I just like the idea of a neuron star. Sounds fun. Sounds like a good sci-fi concept.
Yeah, it does.
Or Doctor Who episode.
The star is thinking.
Actually, I guess there are a couple of Doctor Who episodes that have that. They don't call it a neuron star, but like a living sun. There's been in at least 2 episodes of the modern series, probably some of the classic ones as well. I need to speed this up. I'm being the slow one today.
I think Stars and Sailor Moon are also technically like alive.
Yeah.
In a sense. Been a hot minute. Because that stuff really only comes up at the like last season of it, where things get really weird and the anime highly diverged from the manga.
Classic. My brain went on a weird tangent there. I was going to be like, so classic Game of Thrones. And then I tried to think of other examples, but all I could think of was shows that just got worse. And I was like, yeah, Lost. Lost really diverged from the manga at the end. I like the Lost manga.
Lost manga.
Yeah. I'd read a Lost manga. Why not? Oh, more hands.
I mean, Chris, you're the one who decided that it needed to have lots of laser pointers.
Yes, it's important.
You did this.
I did this to myself, as is always the case. So, what's everybody got planned for the week ahead?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Lots of grading, and also I've signed up to give a presentation at a conference over the summer. So if that gets approved, I'll probably start working on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd ask what it's about, but it's statistics, so.
Yes, it is statistics, actually.
That would go over my head, I'm afraid.
I mean, probably not, because I'm giving a presentation on some activities I've developed for an introduction statistics class.
Ah. You assume that wouldn't go over my head. I need to be introduced to statistics in like an axiomatic way. I keep getting taught it in a practical way, and that doesn't help me.
Okay, well, I
But
might
I'm
be
weird.
able to do that. I've taught a probability and statistics course where we start more on the theory side of things instead of starting with the hand wavy, you guys are biology students, don't worry about it way.
Don't mind me.
Sure.
Sure.
Is this shading? Is this technically shading?
No, it's unshading. It's fine.
I mean, at this point, we expect this from you, Chris.
Yeah.
Look, it's incredibly important for the prompt that there is darkness around so that the light can be demonstrated.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What is light but an absence of darkness?
Sure.
I know some physicists who will disagree.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I mean, I have seen at least one argument that states that the only thing faster than light is darkness.
Yeah, darkness was there first.
And also, if you get rid of the light immediately, the darkness is already there.
Yep.
Oh no.
Also, Miss has a point. Where's the cat?
Cat's coming, don't worry about it.
I mean, this
Oh,
does
no,
work.
bear.
The wings.
Bear,
is
what?
great.
Let's Twitch.
Oh no! Bloody Twitch.
Bloody Twitch.
Well, it's not on my end, unfortunately. Nothing I can do. Apart
Oh
from
no.
swear at Twitch. Like screaming, no sound. Oh, that's fine. I'm only drawing. I hate cloth. Curse myself to draw cloth all the time.
Yes, don't lie to Bear like that.
Lots of laser pointers.
This is the angel that other angels fear the most. With all their eyes. It's gonna...
It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Keep scanning people in the eye. Eyes.
They have to close all their eyes just so that they can get by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I know where the cat is.
Oh!
Oh, big one. Big
Sean.
kitty.
Either a very large cat or a very small angel.
Actually, this angel is the size of your thumb.
A little angel on your shoulder. Making sure light gets in your eyes always.
Oh. Look at her little face. Kira is also having trouble with Twitch.
Oh.
Goddamn Twitch. How dare.
This very well. I'm sorry, I knew you were all hoping on me doing this perfectly.
Yeah, right. We want you to do this perfectly. We want you to render this in Aggie, just completely paint it. Do at least 4 more sketches.
Can do.
Add shinies.
I mean,
So
why have
many
any of us draw
shinies.
anything else when we could just have the other 30 minutes of stream be Chris just making this?
Yeah. Now it does look vaguely like the cat is made out of jello.
Look, lighting's hard in Aggie. Anyway, there's a big gelatinous cat. Hi, Labs.
A gummy cat.
Welcome to Biblically Accurate Gummy Cat.
Which sent you a note something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong.
So helpful.
If you're trying to refresh, if you're on a computer, instead of refreshing, just load the page again. So, like, click on the address bar and click enter, because sometimes that works, because Twitch is weird.
I mean, I like how you're saying that, but also chances are they probably didn't hear you.
They said it's a black screen, but with audio, right?
Oh.
No, I believe they said a black screen, no audio.
No audio. No sound. This explains an awful lot of me trying to do Duolingo and missing the word no.
Good job, Chris.
Anyway, it's biblically accurate, whatever that is. Zoop. Ah, God, things changed. Up. Moving on.
The cat did a Thanos.
Yeah, how many layers was that?
4?
3. There's one for the Zero Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And once back around again. Christy.
Yes.
I guess you have a prompt for me.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't I just give you a prompt?
No, I give you a prompt this now. It's revenge.
Oh, yes. I heard wrong.
Gonna get one that isn't exactly what you just gave me.
Hey, people are
Yeah,
back.
it feels like there's a little less variability in the angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about like cloud like cotton.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Christy, good luck.
Oh no.
And I don't mean that for you. I mean that for my channel. A crackle of lightning and a growth of nature, all around mark the coming of an angel. Within the blink of an eye, a magnificent being with crystal clear eyes stands in front of you. They glance over you, although it feels like they look straight through you. Tattered wings of light let through a few beams of light. Light begets light, I guess. Their slender body moves with care for their surrounding and is fully naked. They hold a sword in one hand, and it has an aura of magic and mystery around it. They look you in the eyes once more. A happy smile is visible. They stretch their wings quickly before disappearing into seemingly nothing.
Well then.
It's just a naked person with a sword.
Does it actually say that they're completely naked?
Yep. Fully naked. That's why I said good luck to my channel.
Are you sure this is like an angel?
Tattered wings. There might be a cosplayer.
Might be a cosplay. Oh no. They're doing this at a convention? Oof.
They
have a sword in hand.
They have a sword, which can conveniently cover parts of the body. I'm assuming the sword is
literal. There's also an
literal.
aura of magic and mystery that might,
Yeah.
be able to do something.
I mean,
for decency's sake.
I don't know what the magic and mystery. It just sort of makes me think of Scooby-Doo.
I mean, nobody said that they had to have any sort of definition there. It's just that there's no clothes.
Yeah, they're fully naked. Their
Yes,
body is
also
slender.
nobody said they had to be humanoid.
Yeah, they're slender.
Could just be Scooby-Doo.
They could be a tree.
A tree angel.
The angel of trees, I speak for the trees.
Oh god, it's the Lorax.
I mean, the Lorax is fully naked, I guess.
Angelm.
Or Cat from Cats the movie, no.
Perfect.
Terrifying.
Draw Scramble Shonks.
I mean, Skimble Shanks is actually not fully naked, so it's not
the one name I know.
Could choose any other name, probably.
You might know any of them.
I assume so, yes.
Kevin.
No.
Bumblebee.
I mean, that's almost close to one.
Snagglepuss.
Not getting further away.
The Cheetos cheetah.
I don't think that's in Cats.
Yet.
What other fictional cats do I know? That saber-toothed tiger from Ice Age.
Just no name given. Saber-toothed tiger from
I don't know
Ice
anyone's name. I can't remember Ice Age. All I know from Ice Age is Pinecone. That's it. And the little squirrel.
Yeah. That's fair. I also don't remember a lot from Ice Age, and I think I technically watched all of them?
Oh.
Question mark?
How many are there?
Too many.
I mean...
Mr. Mephistophel.
I don't
Thanks, miss.
think I watched all of them, but a lot of them. At least
Diego,
4.
After the first, maybe half of the second, you're not missing much.
Mungo Jerry. They did in the summertime.
Mungo Jerry and
In the
Rumpelstiltskin.
summertime when the weather is fine. That's Mungo Jerry.
Jelly Lauren, yes.
There's Mungo Jerry.
Bumlarina. Jason Derulo Cat.
Yeah, Mungo Jerry are a British rock band.
Named after cats?
Famous for in the summertime. In the summertime when the weather is fine. That's Mungo Jerry.
Why can I not remember the name from the guy who Jason Derulo played? The cat. I know that one. Why can I not think of the name right now?
Scary Judi Dench cat. That's Q, isn't it? No, M.
Curious cat.
Your brain has just blocked it out of memory for your own safety.
But I like that song. Not the Jason Derulo one, but the actual cat musical. I like that song. It's a good song. Rum Tum Tugger. Thank you.
M, not Q. Yes, I remembered. I remembered. As opposed to Rick Hubert.
Also,
Chrissy says
just doing just named Gus, or am I remembering that wrong?
Gus?
That feels wrong.
That's not a name. You need a name like Crumbleberry or Scrumplepack.
Is it? Now I'm really doubting myself because I think it is, but it sounds wrong considering all the other names.
Yeah, you need the polyethylene and
McCavity.
Polyethylene. The chemistry cat.
Yeah. This is homeomorphism. The mathematical cat. The topological cat. Methylated spirits. Cat you shouldn't drink. Don't talk about your Scrumple Pack in public. You should do, because if you go to a Scrumple Pack recycling centre, you can make sure that it all gets recycled. Recycle your Scrumple Packs, everyone. Yeah, sorry, we're ignoring the fact that Christy is just doing like a life drawing class here.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's amazing.
I wanted to draw because it's something I feel comfortable with, and it just lends itself perfectly to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking great.
Anyway, stupid cat names.
I'm forgetting like half the cats' names right now, and that's really annoying to me.
Oh, Kiki.
I mean, Kiki is a good cat, but not in Cats, I believe, as far as I know. Unless.
I mean, you don't know what she gets up to when she leaves the house.
True. Oh, well, we do. She catches mice.
Oh, why am I forgetting all of these? This is so annoying.
The anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I know.
Anaphylactic.
Demeter is Bondarina's sister, I believe.
No!
Or at least that's... I don't know if that's established lore, but definitely fanon lore.
Please work, pen.
No! Pen!
Demeter, Bondarina,
Yes, thank you.
Yay!
Jerry Rumble Teaser, Rumtum Tugger, Mr. Mistopheles. Why am I forgetting all the other ones?
Golden Graham.
I believe it is Gus the Theater Cat. Charlotte Lorem.
Greaseball, the Diesel Cat.
I'm like specifically trying to remember like the
Perspicacious.
narrator cat.
Oh, the narrator from the famous Stanley Parable.
What's his name? Oh, this is gonna bug me.
Potentially also from Into the Woods.
That same guy?
It's...
I mean, Into the Woods also has a character who is the narrator.
Monkastrap, that's it.
And they kill him.
What? There's a lot of information just happened at once there.
Sorry, I was trying to remember her name.
Oh, Into the Woods. Yes, sorry. My brain mixed up Into the Woods and Over the Garden Wall, and I thought, what?
Sorry, what's with Into the Woods?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Into the Garden Wall did that as well, but no, in Into the Woods, the stage play, you have someone standing off to the side who is narrating parts of the story, and then after a certain point, the characters sort of look at them and go,
yeah, he gets killed. Spoilers.
Yeah, how about we just feed him to the giant?
Yes.
He gets fucking murdered. And then there is no narrator for the rest of the play.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love Into the Woods. I mean...
Yeah,
Chris should know that specifically, because I think I've talked to him at length about Into the Woods.
It's a good time. I like friends talking about things they're enthusiastic about. Occasionally I talk about maths, that's the exchange.
Yeah. The one that goes where you're blank when you're born. Oh, yeah. I know which one you mean! Why do I know which one you mean when you say that? What's the... I feel annoyed because I feel like I should know these, but also I shouldn't.
Also, hey, look, an actual face. Like, there's a human face has appeared on screen.
Yeah, good for her. She deserves it. Out of all the angels that we've seen so far, this one deserves a face.
This was looking at the rest of them just going, what do you lot? You need... I gotta do everything around here.
This is a friends group now?
No, they're a work group.
Yeah, right. They're colleagues.
Yeah, these are colleagues in the angel office.
Yeah, Christy is indeed flexing, and we love that.
I'm just doing what I know, copying.
Yes, flexing.
Lexon. You're using your skills to transfer information from one place to the next in a way that is creatively intriguing.
Damn.
I don't know why I went for intriguing instead of interesting.
It's just more intellectual sounding.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, fancy.
Yeah, that's Monka's trap.
Manga S? What?
Sorry, oops, both the picture.
Kek W? Lol. Badvok, Mungo, and Blag? Are they cats? Gracientus? I'm just naming characters from sitcoms now.
That's fair.
Aulus Paulinus? Governor of Britain in 123 AD?
There's plenty of names of characters from sitcoms that sound like they would potentially be names of cats.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Baldric.
Is that an Elden Ring?
It does sound like an Elden Ring.
That's a Blackadder. To be fair, the first Blackadder was medieval, so... Baldric, Blackadder, Percy. One of the King Henrys.
One of the King Henrys.
I can't remember. The one that's always shown with like a hunchback and a limp. That was a Henry, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't know if that narrows things down.
I'm going to look this up by looking up Blackadder, which is a really weird way of looking up British history. Everyone was like the Horrible History song. I never watched Horrible History.
I don't know the Horrible History song.
No, it was King Richard III.
I've watched one Horrible Histories concert that randomly got recommended to me on YouTube.
I've watched a lot of the making of because I watch more making ofs than I do things.
Let's just pretend the second hand makes sense.
What about the minute hand? Does that joke work anymore? Do people have analog clocks? Chib, do you know what an analog clock is?
Yes. Of course. Of course I know what an analog... I feel so insulted right now.
You're a resident child. This is how we work things out.
I know what an analog clock is. They're everywhere.
I don't know what they are, but they're everywhere.
No, I know what they are. They are everywhere.
That reminds me of the Mitchell and Webb post-apocalyptic sketch. We don't know, but they're everywhere. Carries in a traffic cone. Stop bullying Chib. I'm sorry. Chib's the young one.
I mean, I'm mostly just because everyone has been constantly making fun of me for saying for the Dutch way of telling time, which is based on analog clocks. And now you're out here daring to ask me if I know what analog clocks are.
It's not based on analog clocks. It's just a difference of perspective. The half is irrelevant. The half doesn't need to be analog.
Specifically about the 10 over kind of things, like 10 over and 10 before half and that kind of thing.
Well, it doesn't need an analog clock to visualize. It's not.
Yes, of course it does. It makes perfect sense.
What? That way could have developed without analog clocks.
Maybe, but also that
it's based on insanity is what it is.
It's just when I was talking about this at the time, people were constantly bringing up oh, but digital clocks, then it's just this, and it's And now you bring analog plugs back to me, and I'm speechless.
Look.
I mean, at least we're not using sundials.
Oh, sorry, Twitch is being bad for you, Bear. Somebody kick Twitch.
Well, if we know where the servers are, we could go physically kick Twitch.
Oh yeah, I've got to get my computer looked at.
Yeah.
Keep having to kick it in the morning.
Anyway.
He thinks a fan is a little wonky.
Krusty, this is really good.
It's good.
So, woman with sword, was it that was naked? That's what I clung on to.
Done. There are tattered wings of light, but other than that,
Wait, wings. Why do we keep insisting on drawing wings?
I mean, they're tattered wings of light, so it could just be like little weird light crystal thingies floating around.
Ooh.
ooh. Oobs is posting cool ideas.
Yeah, Oobs has been. As per usual. Oobs coming in with the super cool art. How dare they? Just busting out some really cool concepts and then leaving for 7 years.
Meanwhile, in the other chat... Thanks, Oobs.
It's Monka Strap.
It's Monger S.
Not a fan of the eye holes.
No, it's a bad time, but it's a cool concept.
There we go.
Yeah, look at that.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. It's an angle.
It's an angle.
And now you get to give a prompt to Ragdoll. Or as CC just thought I said, you get to give a property to rent.
Oh.
We're
Thanks,
not
CC.
playing Monopoly.
We're playing Monopoly now.
No!
A bad landlord?
Angelopoly.
Angelopoly. Everything is owned by the angels.
Monotheopoly.
Yuck.
This is all... I'm gonna redo this a couple times, because we've done a lot of this.
Yeah, I've spun till I found at least one thing unique. In this case, it was naked.
You went for naked, huh?
Yeah, and sword. There are a couple of things.
Okay,
I will
I've
make
got new ones. An abrupt burst in the skies and what sounds like angelic singing marked the coming of an angel. After materializing from light, a brilliant being with piercing blue eyes, again, stands in front of you. They look at you for what feels like an eternity. It feels, F-I-L-S, you with an immense sense of awe. Colorful, fluffy wings shield the area. Their lean but muscular body moves as if every move is calculated and is covered in religious markings. They carry a weapon of pure light, which could indicate trouble is afoot. But your mind is clouded by their presence. They look you in the eye once more with a pained expression. They stretch and flex their muscles for a moment before departing with incredibly speed.
Incredibly speed.
Incredibly speed.
With incredibly speed.
I like how most of these descriptions, like the grand majority of it, is less about the physical form and more about like weird feeling things floating around.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess sort of makes sense, but also does make it a little difficult to have different drawings.
Yeah.
I don't know
Especially
why,
when
but
they all end up with fluffy wings.
Fluffy wings, colourful ones this time.
It's definitely a less interesting generator.
Yeah.
The first
Description
couple
ones.
ones were good.
Hmm?
It's the repetitiveness that's
Yeah. It's a limited thing. My brain, when it heard the carrier weapon of pure light, which could indicate trouble is afoot, my first thought was that the weapon's like a table leg, because I was like, what's trouble for a foot?
God
And
damn it,
double
Chris.
good.
So if you want to know how my brain works,
Yeah, I mean, we sort of always knew that your brain works on the weirdest terms possible.
Yeah.
how can I disassemble the sentence that's being said to me into something absurd? That's how my brain works. Which is, I think, how I got quite far in maths. How can I disassemble this into something absurd?
Yeah, that actually, having done enough theoretical and applied math, yes. It's how can we make this absurd?
My supervisor preferred the word abstract, but whatever. I did get in trouble, actually, during a conversation we were having, and I described something in maths as vague, and he poked me and said, it's abstract. Not vague.
No, it's vague. Things can be
it's
vague.
fairly well defined. It's
it's very
well defined
specific
in a way that makes you sit there and go, none of this exists.
Yeah, it's
We made it all up.
Incredibly specifically defined. It's just incredibly specifically defined to be something that encompasses basically everything.
Or basically nothing.
Yeah. In this case, it was the concept of a group, which is basically everything.
Yes.
And then it's not abstract, then it's just vague.
Yeah. Then you get more specific. As you go through, get rings and fields and algebras and so on and so forth. Could have been worse, could have been sets. It makes polite noises of interest.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one here who knows what you're talking about.
That's all you need to know.
Maths is vague. My supervisor would be very unhappy for me to say that. Sorry, Jim.
Well, he can go catch these abstract fists.
I mean, to a certain extent, it sort of makes sense, because if we can show that these structures work in the vaguest sense with the least amount of structure present, then we can apply it to more things.
In the most abstract sense. But yeah, that's the point of like group theory, is like we take these very few things that we know to be true of a lot of stuff, and the more we can prove with just those things, the more of everything it applies to. So that includes adding numbers.
And then the less things we have to prove later with the more specific cases.
Exactly. We've done it for everything in one go. So groups, for anyone interested, a mathematical thing that basically says, okay, you got a bunch of stuff, and you can combine two of those things into another one of those things, according to a couple of rules. So things like that are numbers and adding them together. That's one way of doing it. Shuffling a deck of cards. There are two different ways of shuffling. You can do them one after the other, then you've got another way of shuffling. Moving a Rubik's Cube. That's one. Symmetries of shapes. I once worked out how you can do it by ordering a sandwich at Subway. It's just a very abstract. You do have to take into account inverses in that, so that it is entirely possible to get to the end of the Subway queue and owe the person behind the counter a sandwich. But it's theoretically possible.
What?
In my head, you just go along the counter and you just start eating ingredients.
That's a really funny image now.
You need inverses. That's one of the rules of groups.
You eat all the ingredients, and then at the end of the line, when you get
It's like,
to
I've
the
got no
register,
money.
you just pull out a sandwich and give it to them.
Yeah, there you go. I owe you that. Sorry.
Look, it
lectures
doesn't
are
have to
boring.
be a practical example.
No, it's maths.
No, this needs to be a practical example.
You know, if someone hires balls and then have Chris sit with them and say those words at them at that exact speed. I mean, it's about a third of my lecture year. Probably. It's groups. Groups are cool. That's basically what I set my sights on when I started doing algebra. I was like, I like these things. They're cool.
Hey, miss, you will be pleased to know that you are not the only one who's sitting here going, this just sounds like someone spouting nonsense.
I can give you the specifics.
And I can't remember his name, but there was a gentleman who I believe who was an engineer, who basically just kept going to conferences and sitting there going, those sure are noise coming out of people's mouths. They might as well just be saying the word chicken over and over, and that would make about as much sense.
Oh, the chicken.
So he made a presentation on that.
I
love a presentation where every word is chicken, every diagram is labeled chicken, every figure is titled chicken, every word out of my mouth is chicken, every citation is chicken, just so much chicken.
I have seen that. I've seen the file, and it's just all chicken.
Honestly, like, anyone who has studied mathematics or anything mathematically adjacent at university will absolutely feel that at the deepest of their core.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you're sitting there going, yeah. Chicken.
chicken.
Like,
chicken,
I went... Chicken, buffalo. I went to a 5-day conference once at a castle, which is a weird thing.
Just at a castle.
It was a castle that had been refitted into an educational institution, but it was a castle.
I mean, if it's not being used for anything else, you might as well.
There are no more invading...
do maths in it.
Yeah, might as well. Anyway, yeah, I went to this conference. It was nice walking around the grounds and all that sort of stuff. It was pretty neat. And I understood literally nothing that anyone was saying for 5 days. So I just retreated into my brain, and that's how I came up with the ICO, which was the game idea. I made the handmaidens for. Yeah, so if you want to know where that came from, it was me bored at a conference. Just going, I don't understand anything you're saying.
But I'm here.
So I'm going to write a bunch of short stories. That's basically what happened.
Lovely.
All of the ghosts listening in and looking thoroughly stumped. Oh, God. Could you imagine? And I like the idea that there's one ghost that's really trying to keep up with it.
Yeah, one ghost is just making notes, just going, yes. I will understand this.
We'll understand what these modern people do. They just think this is what the world's like now.
Yeah. Everyone's mathematicians. That's what they think.
There was a shop there that sold really good fudge. I remember that.
Yeah, there's actually also at least one video on YouTube of him giving the chicken presentation, and just everyone is losing their shit.
And there's one pointing at a woman in a suit screaming, "Wish!" over and over.
I mean, that is the one in my own personal experience, and this may differ from place to place, I don't know, but that is the one nice thing about maths, is that no one really cares who you are. Can you do maths? Great, you're in. I don't care where you come from, I don't care gender, backgrounds, the way you dress, don't care. Can you do maths?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Our department is small enough as it is. We need everyone.
Yeah. There is obviously the issue of, like, the people who can actually get to the point of being able to do the maths. But hopefully that's something that can be addressed in the future. And by the future, I mean now! God damn it, let everyone do maths. Except the people who don't. If you don't want to do maths, don't do it. But yeah, let, not make. That's the important word there.
Yes.
Also,
You're
cool
right.
wings.
Yay.
Yeah, I was
Is
just
that
looking at these
penguins?
descriptions, and it's like, this is just a whole lot of fluffy nothing, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of fluffy nothing.
Are you not interested in drawing the lean but muscular body?
I don't even know how that would really work. Like, the
Well, they're
only thing I can
muscular.
figure is, like, a swimmer's torso, maybe. But also, I'm not that great at musculature.
I like this like little English. God.
I like this little English god.
What?
This is what it's going to be like in reverse on April the 18th.
What's when you play a board game? What are the little guys called?
Meeples?
No, you're like, say you're playing Monopoly. You're
Peace?
moving your little thing along the road. What?
Token? Piece?
Yes. Word? What's the word for that?
Figure? Pawn?
I mean, it might just be a token. I know what you're talking about, though.
Do you have a more specific word in Dutch?
Pion.
Pawn.
Cool, pawn. It's like a little pawn.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Meeple.
You do that, Chris.
I thought it was gonna be a gun again.
I like Meeples.
That would have been funny, but I've already done that joke, so.
Piece / token / counter / pawn / the top hat. Oh yeah, that was a video I was going to do.
Our angel. I mean, the main thing I looked at him like I wanted to do was like the colorful, fluffy wings that shield the area, which to me means that the wings are just so big.
Big.
You are seeing nothing else.
I agree. Monopoly is just collective suffering.
I mean, yes, but that was the first board game I could think of that had pawns.
Yeah, I'd say tokens personally. But
Tokens, whatever. I was more specifically thinking of a different board games. Tokens / pawn / whatever you want to fucking call them.
Yeah, the shape of this is more like the shape with like the game of life. Because those ones are shaped like actual people.
Ludo
but I
or Cluedo.
don't know if you guys... Do you guys even have that board game?
What is it?
I mean, in Dutch it's Mens Erger niet. But I don't know if there's an English equivalent of that. Oops, help me.
Oops, come to the rescue.
I
Oh yeah, with the cross. What? Biblically accurate board game?
It's... It looks like this. Looks like that.
Yeah, Ludo?
Ludo.
No, Ludo. Frustration.
Ludo.
It's tickling something in my brain, but I don't remember what it's called. We've got so my mother grew up one of 4 siblings, so there was 6 of them all together. But a lot of board games are made for 4 people, including, as you see, this one. So my grandpa got a giant piece of wood and paint and made a version of this for 6 instead of 4.
Aww.
Like, I recognize this game, but I couldn't tell you what it's called here off the top of my head because I haven't played it in a while.
This looks like a variation of Ludo. I remember it. as Miss says, is frustration.
Yeah.
I think it's
remember
called
that.
sorry here.
Sorry,
Oh.
that makes sense. What's the translation into English?
Google says Ludo according to Miss.
Ludo looks different. Ludo has a slightly different board. But I definitely remember this being called frustration when I was a kid.
That makes sense.
Because Ludo's got a kind of... Ludo is where we get the name... People... Those little pieces came from Ludo sets, which is why Cluedo is called Cluedo. Because it was a Clue with version of Ludo. You use Ludo pieces. But Americans didn't have Ludo, so it's just called
that
Clue.
is a pretty accurate translation. Oops.
Bitch, calm down.
Hey, Ma, you want to come play Bitch Calm Down?
Yeah, that fits with frustration, so...
That is... I mean, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so what we're learning is that this angel comes down from the heavens, wraps their wings around you, and says, "Bitch, calm down." I'm fine with that. Meant in a confrontational tone, basically, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. It literally means human,
person,
but it's
yeah.
definitely like more in that tone of like bitch.
Okay. Well, I'll be careful using that. I would just think it's person. So you need that angel. Be that angel for that. Well, Chib, you did a good job of that. Yeah, who needs be not afraid when you have bitch calm down?
On your shoulder or what?
Oh yeah, I want that now with the devil and the angel. It turns to the devil says something, turns to the angel. Bitch, calm down. Yeah.
That is very funny.
It was good.
Anyway, those were the kind of specific type of pawns I was thinking of.
Okay, the Ludo pawns. Okay, yeah. Yes, Chibs, draw a thing from Ragdoll.
Yes.
All right. A beam of light and what sounds like angelic singing mark the coming of an angel. Within the blink of an eye, a mighty being with masked eyes stand in front of you. They gaze in your direction and a serene energy takes a hold of you. Curved flowing wings let through a few beams of light. Their toned body moves with an animalistic grace and is wrapped in golden cloth. They hold a scroll in one hand. You wonder what the purpose for their visit is. You look up at their face once more. You see a gentle smile without emotion. They stare up at the sky for a moment before disappearing into thin air.
Buff animal. Got it.
Right. And okay, then the question is, which animal? Animalistic grace. Graceful.
Earth.
What's the first animal?
Earthworm.
Earth.
Dolphin. That makes more sense. Does have hands. Capybara. Seal. We need hands.
I mean, it has at least one hand.
Dolphin with hands.
Oh, no. That is profoundly cursed.
Problem solved.
We're gonna draw a dolphin with hands. Is that what's gonna happen here? I guess. I know how to draw a whole dolphin from
sea
memory.
otter.
Oh, sea otter is cute.
Otters are cute.
I do not know how to draw an otter from memory.
You would need to draw a toned otter.
Buff otter.
Otter.
I'm gonna first of all have to remember what otters look like.
Cute.
Otterly cute. An eye. Is that what
it's gonna be some type of mammal either way. It might not be an otter.
Yeah, that is what I think it is.
Also, I found a video
monkey.
of the chicken presentation for anyone who wants to see that.
They have big fingers.
Later.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put it in the chat as well for Bear.
What's this? Chicken.
That's the chicken.
Can we also share the Oh, hang on, I'm gonna have to look up what it's called. Hello? What's this? What's this? The turbo encabulator. Can we share that as well?
I don't know. Can you?
Look up the turbo encabulator. There are various presentations of what it is. Check
Oh,
it.
that thing. Yep.
I was going to say they're a small ferret Pokemon. Turns out you forgot about ferrets. Yes. How about Oshawott? Is that more of an otter?
That is an otter, yes, but also I don't know what Oshawott looks like from the top of my head.
Osho, what you say? Love them already, yeah. Angels take many forms. And some of them are cute. Pine Martin.
Were they holding something, or?
And
not
I
gonna
also
pine for you
found
and stop
the
calling me
PDF
Martin.
from the presentation.
Share your sources.
Mighty being with masked eyes.
Eye patch.
Okay,
Pirate.
my first thought was raccoon. So you and
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Is this a raccoon
Racotta.
otter hybrid?
Racotta.
I mean, it's an angel. It can sort of make up what it wants.
This angel wanted to be cute.
Aha, I see a chickens. Also, the word chicken has now lost all meaning to me.
Already?
You've skimmed that paper pretty quick, Chris.
You learn that. It's a skill you learn.
Wrapped in golden cloth. Hold a scroll in one hand. It's an very intelligent otter.
Yeah, the part that makes
angel.
me sort of laugh the most is even the parts that aren't the word chicken. So, like, there's a couple of equations that are in the chicken presentation are still using letters in such a way and in such an order to make you think of the word chicken.
Yep. It's well done.
I don't know. This seems like a creature I recognize.
This feels like we've taken a bit of a swerve and we're going back to Cheeb's Pokemon game.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
And I don't hate it.
Yeah? Have river otters at the zoo and they're like little mischievous noodles, but smaller. Smaller than a noodle.
I found out I found out today that my niece has been saving
Tiny noodle.
these little strings from my parents' dog's toy that she's destroyed. It's like rope strings in the color green, and she's been calling them green noodles.
Oh. Green noodles.
It just reminded me of that.
Some of the pet peeve. Yeah, at least the chicken graphs have axis labels. Yes. Label your axes. There was a wonderful graph. I can't remember what it was about. I think it was one of those ones where it was like military spending by country or whatever it was over time, and there were just sort of these little graphs for various countries. There was sort of Britain and Russia and China. China was getting pretty big, and then there was America, which was sort of in the middle. And then you read the axes, or read the little labels, and all of them mentioned that they were supposed to be compared to the left vertical axis, except America, which is to be compared to the right vertical axis, which has different numbering.
Oh, I hate split-axis graphs like that. They're so hard to read.
There was like 3 times the amount of the left axis. So it's just made to look like they were about the same. But they're actually working on completely different axes. That was terrible.
Isn't that like kind of manipulating?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the wonderful world of persuasive graphing.
Wow, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Data presentation is a very malleable thing.
Mm.
Ape.
You heard that?
That is the sound for us to stop talking about maths.
I live a meter from outside on the road, and the wall is like 10 centimeters thick.
Oh. Well, they should honk elsewhere.
Yeah, they love honking when they drive by for some reason in the city.
Yeah, I mean, there are some things where that sort of makes sense. So, like, my apartment is not very far away from a train track, and it's not a person train track. It's a it's for carting stuff from the industrial areas of town.
Mm.
But since it's close to where some people live here in the United States, if you've got a train that's coming through anywhere that's sort of residential, they have to toot their horn a lot as a like, hey, numbnuts, get off the tracks. We're coming through and we can't stop because physics. So a lot of the time I'm just sitting in my living room and then it's like toot toot.
I'm guessing it's not as adorable as that.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's I'm close enough I'm close enough and they are heavy enough that I can also hear the shaking of the carts as they're going along the track.
That's kind of cozy though.
Yeah, but also I'd rather them warn that they're coming in than not warn. Because like I said, they can't stop really. Not very quickly.
Oh my god, do they have a boo-boo?
I mean, it says that they're wrapped in golden cloth, so...
This is ribbons.
Phew, I thought they had a boo-boo.
Wearing little bows!
Or more bee wings.
No, I'm trying to make this... Gets a little bow tie, I guess.
But yeah, oops, I know which graph you're talking about. Little bar chart. Missing a bit of ghost. What does that mean? Is it the square hammer?
Golden cloth. Right. Okay. If you look at this, does a serene energy take hold of you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now I think I fulfilled my purpose.
Yay! Look at them.
This is an angel.
This is the person who's running the meeting. They have the itinerary for the meeting ahead. They're taking the minutes.
Yeah, they're making notes.
I think the energy they're giving me is wombat. Yeah.
Oh, it's an angel.
Yes, they certainly are.
No.
Just a little angel.
Just a little angel.
Said with the southernest of southern accents you could come up with.
They have the power of God. Okay, right.
Yeah.
That's this.
And now to ruin what would be a perfect ending, I need to draw something from Cheap. I'm going to go real simple. I'm saying that now. Choose new or expensive. New. Sorry, carry
on. No, I'm just going through some that are the same.
Yeah, angel one's not quite as interesting as the devil one.
Yeah. Well,
But
we're
now
doing
we
it.
know.
God,
Now
I
we know. We'll never
misread
do it
that
again.
really bad. I, I'm glad I didn't say that out loud.
I'll draw what you misread.
What I misread doesn't make any sense. That's why I was about to be really confused.
Well,
Okay.
that fits.
I'll read it as I misread one word in this thing.
Nice, let's go.
A
Absurd.
shooting star and a calming of emotions all around mark the coming of an angel. Stepping out of the sunlight, a gentle being with eyes like a starry sky stands in front of you. They glance over you. You feel like you witness the most intense beauty you've ever experienced. Here comes the misreading, the very badly misread thing. 2 elephant wings.
Nice.
Like clouds shield the area. So yes, elephant wings, not elegant wings, elephant wings.
Got it. Understood.
I mean, that's the most interesting description we've gotten so far out of this.
Cartoon's body moves with an animalistic grace and is wrapped in golden cloth. They carry a weapon of pure light, which you assume is to fight some form of evil on the world. They turn their gaze towards you again. A hint of anger is visible. They stretch and flex their muscles for a moment before departing with incredibly speed.
That incredibly speed again. Okay, well...
is incredible.
It moves with an... Oh, God. It moves with an animalistic intent and has elephant wings, so it's Dumbo. I'm just going to draw Dumbo.
Dumbo's just such a precious angel.
Precious angel.
So I hope you're glad you get to draw an elephant.
I have drawn exactly one elephant in my life.
Good.
It was a present for Nathan.
I was about to make a Nathan joke.
And because I did the SSS book and I sent that to Jacob and Julia and I was like, Nathan needs something. So I drew him an elephant. And Jacob and Julia, being the lovely people they are, filmed themselves giving him the picture.
Aww.
And I still have that video because it's just delightful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, then we know you're an expert at drawing elephants, if it got approved by Nathan.
And Nathan's seal of approval on elephants.
Yes. I mean,
elephant seal of approval.
No.
It's the best seal of approval you can get, in my opinion.
Elephant seal of approval. God.
Thank you.
I caught that.
Right, so after the stream, you're gonna render this angel elephant and you're gonna send it to him. You know, just completely out of context. Hey, remember that elephant I drew?
I gotten better.
I now drew an angel version of it, for no particular reason whatsoever, and definitely not because I was forced to on stream. Here you go.
There's a bunch of ideas as to what to do with an elephant angel that work well in my head and don't really work well as a drawing. I'm trying to think, like, what can you do that's angelic? Because the only thing I was thinking of, like the trumpets of Jericho and all that, elephant trunk trumpet. But you
Yes.
can't really do that as just a drawing, can you? Not in the way I've drawn this, anyway.
I love the wings.
Beautiful elephant wings.
Also, the eyes with stars in them.
Yep.
Yes.
That bit I remembered.
Starry sky elephant.
That's hard. Many ideas work well in head, but translating to art is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, and I mean, it
feel
also
that.
depends on what sort of art you're translating it to. There's a reason why different mediums you have to be careful translating between them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if I told you, hey, hey, Ragdoll, here's your prompt for an angel. I want you to make some fiber art about it. Like, there's gonna
One
be
that would take a
We need
while.
some brush.
exactly. It's gonna be a bit of a task compared to just doodling, you know.
Like, I think the fastest way for me to do fiber arts to make an angel would be to do a quilting, but even then I'd have to get all of the pieces of fabric, cut it out, sew it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Needle
it'd take a
felting,
little
maybe?
while.
Could do needle felting. I don't know if you know any needle felting.
I have done it before, but basically I made a blob with blobs on it.
Yeah. That's
An
the needle
angel.
felting
I
way.
mean, like
Biblically accurate blob.
Biblically accurate blob.
a lot of things are blobs with blobs on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but even then that would take a while because with needle felting you've got to like pick the color and then poke it in. And then poke it and then poke it and then poke it. It's a lot of poking.
Also, I've kind of tricked myself into drawing fabric again, but it's ears.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself, Chris?
I don't know. Whatever the next thing is that I've got to draw, it better not be fabric.
I mean, based on your track record this far, it's gotta be fabric.
This kind of looks like a ghost elephant, like it has a sheet over it.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, spooky.
Spooky ghost.
And it has a
Ooh.
marsupial tail. Oh my god.
Actually, the way I've drawn it, we could just sort of leave it at that. But there's just one.
One?
Because there is one specified aspect in the thing that I do want to.
Just one shading.
Just
Just
one
one.
shade.
Just one, and then we'll be done.
Oh, is that the weapon, the light weapon
Yeah.
or whatever?
The weapon of pure light
Yeah.
or whatever it was. They're gonna be
Weapon
the
of pure
tusks.
light to fight the evil in the world.
They're gonna tusk the evil. They're gonna go
tusk the
"Nyeh."
evil.
Yeah, some poacher is about to have a very bad time.
Yes. This is the angel of elephants. Is gonna come for you if you've ever hunted an elephant. Elephants never forget, and this one certainly doesn't. It's gonna send you straight to hell.
Gives new meaning to an elephant cemetery.
Oh my
This
god.
elephant's gonna send you to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yes.
The elephant never forgets. And I also like the idea that it sort of wisps off
Yeah.
to some sort of strange. Which I kind of imagined it the other way around. So let me do it the other way around. Oops, that's not the other way around. That's exactly the same way around.
The brow bone light really did something.
Yeah, it made it look real scary.
And real underlit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, its trunks are glowing.
Made it really look like it's gonna fuck you up. Made out of stars. Oh.
And then at some point, the last one I drew comes in and just goes, "Bitch, calm down."
Okay, I just drew a gluey elephant. That's all that happened.
Yes,
No,
and
it's
it's
really
great. We did it. We made angels.
Angels.
And we know to not use this generator again.
Nope. If you have any fun generator ideas that you have lying in your pocket, let us know.
Yes. Send them to our doorstep.
Although we did come up with the idea in the stream of all picking a body part.
Yes.
I like that idea. I think we're going to do that next week. Let's do that next week.
Sure.
Yes.
I predict chaos. So
Most definitely.
During the next week, think of some interesting body parts that you'd like to see in a weird amalgam. I hope we all pick legs.
Oops, all legs.
Oops, all legs. Anyway, compulsory time.
Yep. Suddenly it's very dark.
So yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
sorry.
because Chris decided to do reverse shading.
I mean, at least my layers are on the bottom, so
Yes, there is that.
I like solid popping out in the middle.
Ooh, the light
glow.
from
Christy, the glow from your first drawing is at the perfect spot for your second drawing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Anyway, this is the biblically accurate angel.
There's only one and we drew it together.
Yes.
Blue eyes.
It's all of this.
Also, the wings kind of look like they're coming out of the knees.
Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
This is the most cohesive one we've, like, I was about to say done, but, you know, where we put it all together, we've had yet.
And your angel has a little bee friend as well.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. Be happy. Don't worry.
Calm down, bitch. Depending
Calm
on
down,
which
bitch.
angel.
That was the first draft of Bobby McFerrin's seminal hit. Don't worry, be happy. Was don't worry, calm down, bitch.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, not quite as lyrical.
No. Anyway, that's the stream. I'll be back probably tomorrow, actually, with another test stream. Because I did a test stream last Monday, and the Monday before that, the Monday before that exploded. The one last Monday didn't. So let's see if we can get 2 out of 3. Bees, cute bees. I think I got a bee. Did I get a B? No, I didn't get a B. Oh.
B.
What time? Same bat time. Same bat channel. Probably, roughly. I don't know. It's not really an official stream. I'm just going to chat while I'm playing Salt Sanctuary? Yeah, that is what it's called. More test streams. And then on Tuesday, I don't know, are we playing Operation Tango? Or are we doing something else?
I don't know.
We might be doing that or something else.
Yeah, it depends on whether we think there's enough game in it.
Well, we could play it at some point in the future when I've completely forgotten what happened in the game.
Yeah, we can do that.
That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Set an alarm for 6 months' time.
Yeah. When we've completely forgotten.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that means you're gonna have to come up with something else for Tuesday then.
Yeah.
I'll find a game. Don't worry. Maybe we'll carry on Salt and Sanctuary. Or I guess if the stream tomorrow goes well, maybe I'll actually start a game, like a proper big game that I've been meaning to do when I have the opportunity to, like Hitman 2.
Hitman.
We might do Hitman 2. Who knows?
Hitman.
And by Hitman 2, I mean the new Hitman 2, and not the old Hitman 2, which we already did, and it wasn't very good.
No.
I still think you should have been able to build up and decorate your base.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, the base added nothing.
Yeah, it was, and I was so excited for like, oh, this is going to be a thing eventually. This is going to be a thing eventually, and then it turned out to be just the worst thing.
Yeah.
Himmons,
Him and
Diana, proper Diana, actual
proper
Diana.
Not Diana from Agency.
No, proper Diana.
She
The better
knows.
Diana.
She knows she's from Agency.
In
She
fact, I
doesn't have
believe
to say it.
I believe we will learn more about Diana actually. 'Cause I have actually seen a playthrough of Hitman 2, but it'll still be fun. I haven't seen anything to do with Hitman 3.
The good things about the Hitman games is, unlike with the old Hitman games, where it's just kind of like, you need to do exactly this, otherwise everything goes belly side up. It's, you could have watched someone play it one way, and then there's like at least 5 other ways that the game intends you to potentially pull this off.
Yeah.
And also many other ways that it probably didn't intend, but you can do anyway.
I think it also has a multiplayer sniper thing. Where there's like a map where 2 people are sniping and you've got to take people out in ways that people don't get caught. Something like that. I seem to remember that's the thing. Anyway, maybe Hitman. We'll see. Or maybe not. Either way, tomorrow probably test stream. Spy party? Something like that. I'm going to leave now. Thank you everybody for being here.
Bye.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.